Earlier this week, I dreamed that I was a clown who did the voice of a squirrel in a puppet show in the 90s. There's something wrong with my brain. I have no idea what must have inspired that dream. No idea whatsoever at all. No idea whatsoever at all. Opa, over zip, chicky bricky, if don't get. A perfect hybrid. Not perfectly parted, but a perfect hybrid. Jake revolver with all dull parts. Dull barrel, dull grip. Not the ideal configuration for a Jacob's revolver.
All the news that's fit to lie about. Get the new issue of This Just In.
You're wearing Malawan colors. Styling.
There's always money in the news.
And now for the latest edition of This Just In with Hunter Hillquist. Today, everything was fine in Opportunity. Nothing bad happened.
I'll say this for TDR shotguns, they are accurate. On par with Hyperion. 44.2 and it has a Torg barrel. Of course it benefits from these Jacobs parts. It's pretty too. Not going to buy it though.
I'm always happy to take your money. Don't have too much fun.
Torg barrels are not the ideal choice on TDR shotguns. Because the whole point of using a TDR gun is to leave as much ammo in the weapon as possible when you toss it.
Welcome to Dr. Zed's Portable Clinic. What can I get for you? See you real soon, I'm sure. Guns! Glorious guns! See you soon!
Rubber insulates electricity.
Tell your friend, Marcus Munition.
Warrior, come out to play!
If Hyperion invades the city, I'm gonna be the first to get shot.
Doing my rounds in a different order from usual. For whatever reason, I typically run around town counterclockwise. Checking all the stuff, because you never know. You'll pretty much always find some cheap beater guns like that. Occasionally you'll get a green or blue.
Feeling overburdened by money? Come back anytime. Almost dead? I can fix that. Not for me, if you want to live.
FYI, it may take some serious convincing to get Claptrap to hit 1,000 cuts.
Later.
It's a fine day.
First,
Full of opportunity. I'm sure
the sheriff of Lynchwood. Oh, what's in this shot?
Lock and
Oh,
load.
yeah.
Can't say I missed the lance.
Oh. I can retire that because it's a 22. And by that I mean a level 22. Good selection of sniper rifles. Oh.
Hey, Snap.
I recall Nisha, the sheriff of Lynchwood, says pistols at high noon. Does that literally mean that you're limited to pistols? If so, that's fine.
Now do I understand true love?
I just need to know. I can sell Gwen's head. It's not my style.
Tell your friend, Marcus Munition.
Do we have anything in here? See how the 22 compares to the 24. Also considering the way they're parted in. As expected, the Hyperion stock benefits a Torg shotgun. Any shotgun, really. 24, 24, 24. I'll explain why I love this gun in just a moment. Oh, someone can get some use out of this. I will give this and this to two different characters. I'll figure out what to do with all of these. See, this, I intend to do some experimentation with Salvador. Zerking with 2 Banes. Just to see how crazy it is.
When you think murder, think Marcus Munitions.
Oh, now isn't that interesting? Aside from the different stocks, it's the same variation of the same gun. One label color difference. Oh, I will sell that and that.
2 words, my friend. No need for
And just in case, I do end up being limited to handguns only, I'd like to have a variety of different ones. Oh. Save that for later. Pistols at high noon. And I've got a selection of pretty good ones. Nothing really fancy though, just pretty much well-rounded stats. Both of these shotguns have banded forearms, unfortunately, hence the accuracy rating is lower than I typically accept. But they have Torg barrels, so I'm willing to tolerate that. Until I find a variation of the same gun that outmodes it by having, let's say, more Hyperion parts or Torg or Jacobs. So, why do I like this pistol so much? It's just an ordinary, basic green doll machine pistol with a TDR barrel even. Seemingly so ordinary. So why do I love it so much? Well, because this is the closest thing you will find to a masher that isn't a Maggie. Actually, it's vaguely somewhat comparable to the Torg Violator from Borderlands 1. Except whereas that fired a burst in a 3x3 configuration at the expense of 3 cartridges, each presumably containing a packet of flechettes, which makes perfect sense and is an awesome concept for a weapon. This fires a 4-round burst in 2x2 configuration at the cost of 4 cartridges, because it actually is firing a more traditional style of burst. Traditional-esque, I should say, because the concept of a double-barreled machine pistol, and in real life it wouldn't look like this, it wouldn't be set up this way. It's just an interesting concept. But it's the fact that it functions in almost a masher-like fashion. Aside from it, the burst thing, but yeah, a machine pistol built on a repeater frame that functions as a masher proxy, let's say. Yes, I can work with that. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's probably a madhouse. Not too crazy about the madhouse, but if that was a blue or purple Bandit LMG, I could work with that. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I was expecting money
If you got the money, I'll
or
see
ammo.
you all during life. Next time you're bleeding to death, just think, Dr. said. Good luck.
And on the subject of Bandit LMGs, I like the Bandit garage gun motif. Oh, that's a Torg. See why I like this type of pistol? Ouch. Barbed wire.
Sir, I may have found another potential. He's a commando.
Oh yeah? Where is he now?
He's been captured by bandits. They're, torturing him.
Wow, I'm already impressed.
Just listen.
It's sarcastic to the max. Every moment of every day.
You're carrying, pretty boy. Oh, you got a wife? A pretty wife? Ex-wife? You ain't her type. She prefers men who have more brain cells than teeth. Oh, tell her where she's at. I'm gonna pay her a visit. Doubtful. She's on premise with the rest of the battalion. You got a sweet piece of ass waiting for you back out. How you doing on Pandora, lad? You know the friendly locals.
Please stay slagged. Oh, he's a smart one. He waited till the slag wore off. What went wrong there? Didn't even bother with the slaggy, switchy, weapony routine that I was initially going for. So this is the way this pistol is parted, makes it better for medium range. Probably the
Nobody killed my buddy but me.
Do I really have to shoot you guys more than once to slag you with a Malawan sniper rifle? That's disappointing. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I was about to talk about bandit garage guns and how their LMGs would be way more awesome, and their assault rifles too, with a makeshift rear sight made out of a washer welded or soldered on top of a nail, instead of just having a nail like on their SMGs that you don't even line up with the front sight. The nail is supposed to be the rear sight. And you probably know what I'm talking about if you've experimented with bandit guns and perused and examined how they're put together and the style that they have. Say what you will about bandit guns, they fit the vibe of Pandora. That's what you get for posing when you ought to be shooting. Let's take stock.
Finally, someone to kill!
Oh!
What are you looking at?
Finish him!
I'm gonna kill you! Yeah! Come on, man! Get up!
Combo kill.
Johnny's been aching for something to kill!
I brought this quad barrel. Don't get stuck on the scenery. Quad barrel doomstick, mostly for battling warg riders. Brought the Ravager for the same reason. I might attempt testing them side by side to see which does the better job against warg riders.
You're not ready for me!
Don't like the fact that I have to shoot you twice to slag you with a Malawan sniper rifle, which I had previously thought, regardless of barrel type, was the
Shoot 'em all!
The only type of gun
You're dead!
that will give you an elemental effect per shot. The same way in Borderlands 1 it was revolvers and rocket launchers. It doesn't make sense to have such a thing as a tech pool on a gun that has low capacity to begin with. I just don't understand the logic behind that. Don't even give me the weapon balance malarkey. It does the opposite. That's why I don't even bother using Alawan revolvers in this game. Whereas I loved them in Borderlands 1. They were top notch. See how much ammo I've got. Because if she's hankering for a pistol battle, I want to be ready. So I should focus on using my other stuff while battling my way there. Oh, and this uses 4 cartridges per shot, per burst I should say. This uses 4 cartridges per burst. You know what? I should get some use out of this too, also. I like that blue label Hyperion Lemon Lime color scheme.
Howdy, partner.
Oh, here we go. Start off with the doll, because I don't know how evasive she's going to be.
I'll grab the gallows for you. You're a good man. Not this. Get 'em, boys. Time to die, pal. Goodbye, bandit.
What have you got here? Whoa!
This is my town.
Is that even a pistol?
I can see why Jack had a hard time killing you. Where the hell's my posse? I'm the law rebel.
Well, that doesn't seem to be the right choice. That's why I brought multiple options. She said pistols at high noon. Was she just being figurative, you know, poetic?
I'm coming for you, friend. Sanctuary next. This is my town.
What is that? Oh, you've got a fancy shield. Not a fancy shield, just a really effective one. So, that means you get the TDR SMG.
Where the hell's my posse? You really should have left. Gotcha!
Cover it out!
It's not how I wanted to finish her off.
Did you actually just kill my girlfriend? It's kind of pissing me off. Huh. That's it, dude. Come on back.
Not how I wanted that to go down. She said pistols at high noon. I was prepared. I came prepared for pistols at high noon. That looks like it might be fun. Fire rate. Since it increases fire rate. Oh yeah. Now imagine using this artifact, I mean relic. Oh. As 0. Did I just... Yeah, I didn't realize I was staring at another relic. But wow. Why does that increase your payload quite a bit? That would be handy to use with a TDR SMG. So what I was saying, trying to say, was 0 with the sheriff's badge, used in conjunction with, let's say, rugged infiltrator. And a flat-off anarchist. I like dull machine pistols so much better. Just like a Western. What are some of your favorite Western movies? Did you ever see the original 310 to Yuma? The reboot was good. The original was good too. How about True Grit? Once again, original, good. Reboot, also good. Something I don't like about the reboot of 310 to Yuma is Whereas the Duke, as Rooster Cogburn, wore his eye patch over his left eye and shot right-handed. The Dude, as Rooster Cogburn, wears his eye patch over his right eye and shoots right-handed. Kudos if you understand without my having to explain it why that doesn't make sense. Because the eye matters more than the hand when it comes to shooting. So it doesn't matter if you're right-handed. If you lose your right eye, you learn to shoot left-handed. That's just what you do. Looks like I've cornered myself here. Ooh. I'll take that muck-a-muck back to my Underdome bank. I mean, Sanctuary bank. Compare it to the other one I've got there. Just in case it takes 2 shots to slack this guy. It didn't, and I'm glad. Ugh. Screw this. Not my style. I don't know, I was having fun with that Jake. But then I always have fun with Jakes. I always wear my Jacob's hat when I play Borderlands games. Oh yeah, something else about twin-shot dual machine pistols. They have some noticeable recoil, as you can imagine such a weapon would have. And I need to go and get the stuff out of that one thing. I think you know what I mean.
You can always trust the gun at your side.
I've just never liked Hyperion sniper rifles. At least not their elementals. I've tried to like them. Pretty close to a matching pair right there. Don't really need a stockpile relic unless it's for rocket launchers. Would prefer a Razored Stalker class mod. If it was a Razored, I'd give it to...
I'm always happy to take your mind.
one of my 2 zeros. Also, I will switch back to this relic. I'll save this for later, or more likely, I might end up giving it to a character who could make more use out of it, and maybe I'll even do a video all about it, because it makes a noticeable difference. Oh wait, in order to get that stuff I want, I need to circle around all the way up there. That's right. It's that reverse recoil that throws me off.
Machines will fix that for you.
Oh, I can't sell it.
Later, Vault Hunter.
Good arm. Finish him. Finish him. Finish him. Slaughter. Not bad. Not bad. I do like Torg blast rifles, but I prefer that they be blue label or better. If they're green, they have to have a reflex sight, because their sights don't line up right. Have some fun with this also. So that's what I mean by the sights don't line up right. You aim over the rear sight instead of through it. I know I mentioned that a lot, but I'll continue to do so until it doesn't happen anymore. This Ravager has boosted capacity.
Help! I'm dying here!
Appears to hold 9, which means it actually holds 12. Are you using a muffler as a chimney? Well, that's clever. I guess that would actually work. Adaptation, improvisation. Okay, so if you want to... What? I guess I made enough noise to alert them to my presence. If you want to take out the sheriff, using one or more pistols, just for the sake of, you know, style points. You'll need something that will, oh, good arm, break a shield. Like, maybe, let's say, an electric ruby. An ordinary Mal revolver most likely will not cut it. You know what I should have done? I should have experimented with the spread on this. It's not bad, considering that the accuracy rating is below 20. See how I intentionally aimed off to the side? I know I'm burning through ammo. I think these guys are just going to spawn continuously. And I would be willing to just stay there and battle them all day long if they coughed up at least halfway decent rewards on a semi-regular basis. But I do believe they're anti-going to do that. So screw them. Yeah.
I don't think so, but I'm a fan.
Oh, I did some research. Now I know what you have to do to get to Buffalo. It'll be a return trip to Lynchwood later. Become the thing you hate. Keep what you kill. Oh. And I do love shotguns. And 7.7. That doesn't seem like much. For a blue label level 25, I would expect something over 10%, something over 15% increase. But the reload speed. Not hugely noticeable on a Jake, which tends to have a fast reload speed anyway. Let's see how it is on a Torque. That's more noticeable.
Welcome to Dr. Zed's Portable Clinic. What can I get for you?
Oh, not enough of a difference.
Stay alive out there.
$18 is a pretty good magazine capacity for a Lance. It's just like I said, I want Blue Label or better. To match the Ravager.
Party on it, or nothing like a good sale. Lovely. Nothing like a good sale. Farewell, friend.
I typically prioritize if I'm given the right choices in a certain order. Shield, capacity, recharge delay, recharge rate, and then elemental effect, chance, and damage. Now, do I want to do the clan war? Well, that's interesting that it would use an assault rifle icon because the two... No, wait. I'm thinking of the wrong... Never mind. Rocco's Modern Strife. Did you ever watch Rocco's Modern Life? How did that show ever end up on Nickelodeon? You know what I mean. The innuendos and whatnot. That show was made with young adults in mind. Like Ren and Stimpy, young adults with an adolescent sense of humor. Yes, that includes me. Oh, look at it. That looks like kind of a lot like Roland's knife. Finish him. You might be wondering why I'm not using the light either. Wanted to use something different. That's why. He got trained. I might not bother with the war grinders. Since at this point it would be just fun and games. No. How did that happen? How and why did he decide to jaunt off to the side like that? Stuck on the scenery, please. I know I'm kicking it Zero style, using melee to finish off severely wounded enemies. But hey, it's effective. It's effective even if you're not playing as Zero. Wasn't sure if I was going to get close enough to him in time. You were in the scenery, you spastic little gremlin. See how I jumped up to shoot over the railing? Because I knew it would get in my way, most likely. That's what I want. Were there others? Why does RX stand for prescription anyway?
Take him out!
Monster Mike.
I think Soldier Boy's here to collect a bounty on us. And I think he got paid in advance. Ain't that right? Damn, you got me. Where is it, you slag? Where's the money? Come on, guys.
Come on.
Don't hold it against me.
No, don't do this to me.
Town you stole money from can't do my name. That's all I
This
ask
game.
for. Oh, okay.
This is beyond
It is.
video game logic. This is Borderlands logic.
It's in there. What? This little box thing? It's a storage shed.
I was gonna kill
Toss it on the
that
ground. Little.
Ha.
That ain't no storage stick. What the hell? Chew 'em up, turret.
I do like how the sound effect occurred at just the right time. Why does that remind me of Stalker? Specifically, Antar. Hey. Now, we can test this out. I don't like Jacob's grips on dull machine pistols. And it's a perfectly parted anarchist. The Bolsheviks oppressed the anarchists. Read some history. Oh yeah. Gotta go have some fun with this. Some range on that heat. What's that? What is that? A chunk of chocolate floating in the air. Chunk. It's love chunk.
Almost dead? I can fix that.
I will go ahead and sell this. Oh, just a moment. Same damage. $18 rounds. It just
Please insert any donated organs into the receptacle below.
isn't enough.
I'll patch you up whenever you need it. Cardianator. Lovely. Cardianator. You're my millionth customer. Don't
go back to Sanctuary first. Check the shops.
Lock and load. Later, Vault Hunter. I've always found guns you don't need.
I really hate Torg rocket launchers with flat barrels that when they only hold 2 rounds. My brain can't tolerate that. 3 barrels, yet it holds 2 rounds.
Try not to die. Why loot the dead when you can buy from me?
What's wrong with this picture? A scope on a double-barrel shotgun with a stockless pistol grip.
I've always got new stock. Check back later.
Interested in
We're always open.
level 24 or better. Green label or better. Hyperion Slag Singularity Grenade Mod.
And they told me pirating Hyperion broadcast wouldn't pay.
Notice he's dressed
How do you like
differently.
that piece?
And now for the latest
With a
edition
short
of
fuse.
Just
Gotta have a
Just
short
Watch Your
fuse.
Health List.
Overburdened by money.
Today, everything was fine in Opportunity, and nothing bad happened.
If this had a fuse time of 0.0 to 1.8, I would buy it. I'm okay with the plain old Singularity. Slag Singularity preferred, but I can go with the regular.
Welcome to Dr. Zed's Portable Clinic. What can I get for you?
Oh,
Sit out. Hope you've had your shots. See you real soon, I'm sure.
made by Torg with an obvious doll motif.
Be careful out there. If you ain't dead, I'll keep you that way.
Oh, hold on.
Hope you've had your shots. I'll patch you up whenever you need it.
FYI, it may take some serious convincing to get Claptrap to hit 1,000 cuts.
Can you hear me?
Once again, that'll be something for later. Gotta check all the shops, since they just renewed.
Guns! Glorious guns!
No optical attachment. This is a perfect hybrid. Bandit and Vlad. Vladoff and Bandit parts hybridize well together, especially if it's a rat-a-tatter. Matching Vlad grip to max out fire rate. The only problem is, with a rat-a-tatter, you don't aim them right. You aim it like this, when you should aim it like this. So it needs to have an optical attachment in order to be
Don't get killed!
what I would consider to be functional.
Tell your friends, Marcus Munition. Almost dead? I can fix that.
What was in here? I forget. Oh, yeah.
Claudia's gun.
Oh. Sell the chicken man. I foresee myself getting a lot of use out of this Ravager in the near future. Iron is still handy.
Hey, Slab.
You can always
Hey, how you
trust the
doing?
gun at your side.
Oh.
Don't get killed.
I will put this in here. Now, I'll go farm the dust a bit. Because I need some class mods. And not only that, but I want a Maggie. I'd also like to try zerking with a pair of Maggies that are as close to identical as possible, preferably.
If you got the money, I'll save your gold-earned life. You're an organ donor, right? Remember, we're all...
You know what? I might as well go ahead and take these.
Explosives alone won't do it. We'll need each clan's family emblem. Check my junk yard. I'm pretty sure I got some old emblems lying around somewhere.
To catch that. You see that emblem on toolboxes in Borderlands 1 and 2.
Hodunks chose that as their emblem because they love skinny chicks. And they love skinny chicks because they's pussies.
Fat bottom girls, you make the rocket world go round.
Stafford's chose a clover as their emblem for good luck, which would be pretty damn ironic once we're done with them. Now that you got all the stuff, head out to the Hoduck Speedway. Man, those Hoducks are gonna be so pissed, they'll regret not killing me when I was a baby even more.
And I'm gonna end up siding with them. Not for philosophical reasons, but only because I really want the mag. Once again, you can't dodge. I will only kill the shooty majigs, not the ones that shoot webs, but the elemental spider ants and shooty enemies I encounter, because I want to save as much potential XP for the Goliaths as possible. And there's plenty to go around. Plenty to let them level up. Those things love to get in my way. Not even attacking me, it's just getting in my face to be annoying. Rocking out to Jesper Kid. Be stuck on the scenery, why don't you? Right. Stuck on the scenery.
There's very valuable armaments over here. Stay away unless you want to get blasted on.
Pseudo stomp. Come on, don't focus. I mean, yes, focus. Not don't focus, but yes, focus. There we go. Is that a black queen? Yes. She's mine. Yeah, I didn't think I'd get a nuke. But I did using another character. I'll never understand the logic behind undodgeable stomp attacks. Like pseudo giants in Stalker, Clear Sky, and Call of Pripyat. You could jump to dodge their pseudo stomp shockwave attack. There we go. Once again, I'm in the air. He does a ground pound, and I'm somehow affected by it. No logic to it whatsoever.
You're gonna be screaming!
underlings. I can't even pick my stuff up without some bug getting in my way. They're not even posing a threat, they're just being annoying. Can I pick my stuff up now? Yeah. No, so I didn't pick up the monies all completely right away. What have we got? Bad at SMG. Looks like a couple of SMGs. Wow. Yawn. You know what I should have done? I should have lured them. I should have lured that fatal Doom Lyeth up there to battle. What's their faces? Mobley and Kettle. Still thinking about where to put that skill point. Perfectly parted slapper, but I don't like them with scopes. And I prefer them to be blue label or better. You ever notice how a lot of twin shot guns, the vast majority of them, somehow hold an odd number of rounds? Another example of insulting dislogic. I might blast a few spider ants with that before I sell it. Oh yeah, skill point. Boba Fett. I've been using some of my other characters to farm the dust. Holds 1 round due to the Tedior forearm, but look at that accuracy. Yeah, I am going to sell it. Of course. But it's kind of interesting. I guess because it's exactly the type of thing most people don't want to get their hands on because it's a single shot. But satisfaction abounds. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Most of us start off, most of us who get into shooting start off with something like that. Not with a scope, but like a single shot, 20 gauge, let's say. For me, it was a single shot 16 gauge. First shotgun I ever fired. Always the disorientation with scopes. Reflex sights too. Any kind of zoom sight. Especially when it technically shouldn't have any zoom. Like a reflex sight. Forget that. Well, said I'd get some use out of it. Pathetic. Can't even kill a skitterling with one shot. How is that not a critical? Said I'd get some use out of this. Notice the recoil. So even though you have the spit up, how did that not knock you for a loop as you were rolling toward me? I shot you with this. Hit you in the carapace. It's a double gyro jets. I don't know. Maybe I expect too much. Accurate. Your concept of accurate differs from mine. hate the fact that you can't dodge their attacks anymore like you could in Borderlands 1. So apparently, Borderlands has done what Stalker did and taken something that used to be doable and made it not doable under the assumption that it makes the game more challenging. Well, it doesn't. In fact, it takes away something that used to be fun to do precisely because it was challenging. For example, battling, let's say, 2 or more pseudo-giants toe-to-toe, so that you have to jump in the air to avoid their pseudo-stomp attack. It's fun because it's challenging. It's challenging because you have to time it perfectly. How much sense does it make that that vibration travels through the air and not solid ground? I mean, it travels through the air as well as solid ground. It doesn't make sense. See also Goliaths. Or the various types of spider ants that can roll at you, but you can't dodge their roll somehow.
Nothing to give you.
Like in Borderlands 1, you could jump over them. They'd roll underneath you, but you had to time it perfectly. And it took practice to be able to time it perfectly.
Almost dead? I can fix that.
Oh, I'm more interested in Determined Tactician.
Next time you're bleeding to death, just think, Doctor said.
See, if this was a Blue Label belt-fed LMG, level 24, and it had no scope, I'd get some use out of it. Reflex sight's acceptable. Still, I came away with this. Let's see how this compares to
Well, Flint.
the Karate Mal sniper I have in my collection. I had to think for a moment what I wanted to go with. So satisfying. Come back around. See if I can score a hammer buster.
Look, boys, it's some fresh.
Ah, he's stuck.
Hate your face. Hate no.
Finish him. Whole lot of yawn. Was he saying paint your face or eat your face? I thought they usually say eat your face, eat your face! Wacko! Psycho. Way too long fuse times on each of those. I like Hyperion scopes on Malawan sniper rifles. They just work well together. You don't always need a scope with maximum zoom. Like on a Droog. Droog is better with a medium power scope. Spasiba Droog. Spasiba music. Yeehaw! Really? All those guys that were closer to you, and you're supposed to prioritize according to who's closest to you, and you feel the need to wail on me for no reason at all, even though I would have been happy enough to leave you alone. Until you're all the way leveled up, that is. Then I'll kill you to death, for sure.
Oi, rednecks! I hear you're spreading lies about the Zafford Hodog war again, scaring your little kids with stories about grandma eating boogeymen and the like. Well, let me give you the only bit of education suckers will ever hear. Your family started your feet. Your great-grandpa Lyle Hodog stole two Zafford and drowned them in the
It's just an unlimited supply.
My honor and truth is not the civil. The Hodgs must be the first shot in this war, and never doubt that the Zaffords will fire the last.
So right! Try breathing through fresh blood! Die for me! I'll crack you!
Nice. Blue Jake. Hopefully it's parted to my liking. Speaking of Blue Jakes, that'll work. Not ideally parted for a Jake, but it's doable. That's good too. Slag Assassin. I know this doesn't work with the sheriff's badge, but you know how I love jaking out. I love to jake out. Malawan scope on a Jacob sniper rifle. It just looks weird. Because it looks all fancy and futuristic. If I step out of my vehicle, you're going to run me over. Yes. Damn near ran me over. Didn't think to mention this before, but I wonder what Nisha thought of Axton speaking in the voice of Jack. Her adversary speaking in the voice of her boyfriend. .8, that's not bad for a bolt action. Just like in Borderlands 1. .8 for a pump action was pretty good. You look like an incinerator cultist.
If you got the money, I'll save your gold-earned life. You're an organ donor, right? A pleasure as always.
There is a type of TDOR grenade mod I like.
2 words, my friends. No refunds.
Dig it. The type of TDOR grenade mod I like is Slag contact. Oh, fudged that one. Loves me my Jacobs revolvers. If I got a single action revolver in real life, I would not use the fan the hammer technique. You're not supposed to do that in real life. Maybe if you're an expert trick shooter and you have a custom gun that's designed for that, especially customized for that, like exhibitionist shooters might have done. But a plain old standard issue single action revolver, the best technique is the cross thumb technique. Second best technique is cocking with the thumb of the strong hand. Cross thumb is when you cock with the thumb of the support hand. And this is 8-shooter. First revolver I ever owned was a Taurus 627 Tracker. 7-shot, 357 double action. No. See what I mean? I suck with scopes. I can hit my target just fine with iron sights, but for some reason I'm a dunce with scopes. That's why I really want a buffalo. Oh, gotta use the right tool for the job. Right set of tools. Just for extra satisfaction. Beautiful! Explodey go nuts. Okay, Jake time again. Stuck on the scenery, can't aim right.
Murdering you is gonna feel so right!
Those phrases with that voice. He fudged it. Fumbled his own grenade.
I'm gonna gouge your eyes out! Murdering you is gonna feel so right! I'll crack your skull open! I was so clever!
Skull pop out. Or not. That's messed up. Oh, let's see what we've got here. You know how I'm always saying rat-a-tatters need an optical attachment? Well, by that I mean a reflex sight. They're never accurate enough to need a scope. Any kind of reflex sight will do. I like the simplicity of dull reflex sights and the style of Malawan reflex sights. How did you see? Once again, the issue that I'm always talking about. Where are you? Where'd you go? There's nothing interesting over here.
I'll crack your skull open with my thumb! Wait, mother of
Want to get rid of that tank. Afraid to do so. Don't want to kill the Goliath. But I also don't want it exploding in my face while I'm in the middle of battle. Duh. Go fight the guys who are shooting at you, moron. Once again, need the right tool for the job. Those gyro... They're gonna screw everything up. Gyro guys. Stuck on the scenery and my own turret. Screwed up my plan, as predicted. The moment those dumbass buzzards showed up, I knew they were going to screw over the Goliath's chances of leveling up. Finish him.
You can't have it.
No scope. Well, I can't really say no scope, no problem if I'm not hitting what I'm pointing at. That's what I'm going for, though. No scope, no problem. Which you probably figured. Cell, though it does have a Malawan sight and a Torg grip. Sell that because of what I've already got. So much fun to be had in the dust. Not my style, but it's somebody's style, and that's fine. Fine by me. Oh. I prefer the rod over the injector.
Don't run!
Hey. Floss with your spine. How did that end up there?
You're gonna be screaming!
Why are you shooting at me?
You're gonna be...
I mean, that's fine by me. That gives the Goliath more of a chance to level up. It's the principle of the thing. It's dumb.
I won't kill you! I promise! You're gonna wish we I'm gonna gouge your eyes out! Get on your goddamn knees! Power! More!
See, if I had known that if that Goliath had shown up just a bit sooner. I would have let him beat up the other guys. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
You bastards! Goddamn scream at me!
Everybody knows you're not supposed to barge in on me when I'm making videos, but they do it anyway. Well, I don't feel like leading you all over the place.
I feel everything!
Who's flossing with whose spine now? Didn't feel like leading him all over the place to find spider ants. Plus, I don't even know if he would follow me off of here. If I were to jump down there, maybe he would, maybe he wouldn't. I've had one too many bad experiences with obstinate Goliaths who wouldn't level up because they were too stupid. I think I've picked this place clean for the most part. I'll take a look at what I've got.
Please insert any donated organs into the receptacle below. Stay alive out there.
That's a pretty good basic Merv grenade mod. Bit too basic though. I don't like my stuff to be too basic nor too fancy. Para-electronomic projectile. This whole time I've been misreading that as para-electronomic. Well, electronomic would mean as pertaining to the law of electricity. Not sure what par means. Yeah, I know what on par means. I know what it means to be on par. But just the word par by itself.
Lovely.
Not entirely sure.
Farewell, please.
How much time is left in the shop? 2.5 minutes. Roughly.
You can never be too well armed. Welcome
Agreed.
to my humble shop. Tell your friends, Marcus Munition.
Slag transfusion is awesome, as long as it's not rubberized. Malawan colors again.
It's a fine day, full of opportunity. Don't have too much fun. If you got the money, I'll save your gold-earned life. I'm legally obligated to tell you, I ain't a real doctor.
There's the bandits then.
If he ain't dead, I'll keep you that way. Catch you later. Guns! I got them, you need them.
Oh. See, I've got on this character an incendiary Lyuda, but I have I think a Sal with Blue 22 Droog. I think it's non-elemental. This would work perfectly. The Droog is the most Zerk-worthy sniper rifle. But I'd only be buying it on this character to give it to another character. Is that goofy? Go nuts? Guess
I've always
yeah, I'll skip
got
that.
new stock. Check back later. 2 words, my friend. No refund. Fire gun already.
If this was a 3-shooter with something other than with no bandit, bandit stock is acceptable. If this was a 3-shooter with any kind of forearm that's not TDR or bandit, and it had a Torg reflex sight,
Always happy to
it would be usable. Of course, since I've got this. Attempting to channel Barry Burton. Wait, that works better with this, wouldn't it? I've got this.
can always trust the gun at your side.
What's the capacity on that? 7? Because of the TDR forearm? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. 2 barrels and it holds 7 rounds.
Vault Hunter.
Which means it actually holds 8. Which means that the TDR part isn't really so detrimental. But that's only true for multi-barrel shotguns.
Welcome.
Or high capacity. The upside to having a TDR forearm
2 words,
is,
my friend. No refund.
or a TDR grip,
Legally obligated to tell you, I ain't a
when
real
that
doctor.
term is applicable, is fast reloads.
See you real soon, I'm sure.
Oh, I'd kind of like to phase out all my green gear for blue, or better. I could accept all blue. Oh. Stash some stuff and do some gambling.
You can never be too well armed.
This is why I haven't yet sold the leather revolver. I wanted to see how these two compared. And they both have Malawan sights. Malawan holographic sights. Well, I guess I do need to get more use out of that. Even though... See, 18.2. Why couldn't this be like at least 10 to 12% increase? 7.7. It's just not adequate. So that, let's see how this compares to this. Keep the Bumble Broth Snyder. I might give this Sublime Raycal away. Nah. They're not terribly uncommon anyway. I'll give this the Slag Assassin to probably one of my cells, and the Angry Anarchist I'll give to one of my Zeros. Keep that for myself. Give this to my Shock Trooper Axton. Oh, yeah. I can... Well, see, the thing is, like I said, I want to phase out my greens for blues. And yeah, I know this Muckamuck beats the Chinook because it's a level higher and it has the right parts. Oh look, they have the same stocks and scopes, different grips, different barrels. And, well, I might as well keep the greens, right? Sell the blues. Keep hunting for ones that are more perfectly parted. Or at least more parted to my liking. Oh, what do I want to do? I was having fun with this. I will keep this and this. It's a shame to sell these, but because I found them during the same farming run, within minutes of each other, or maybe even seconds. But they're just not ideally parted.
Hey, Slab.
Lock and load. You're cashing.
Last round, you did best.
Would like a matching set of blue jays, but they've got to be made out of the right kinds of parts.
I don't got all day, Skaglik.
50, 50, 50. Lowest number is pistols, so that gets the next upgrade.
Go.
Then assault rifle, and then SMG. Then backpack, then bank. Rinse, repeat. Not a bad maniacal cackle. Let's see how fast these rockets are.
The bolts will tear this planet to sunder.
This could be a very fun toy. Torg launchers benefit from having Malawan barrels because Malawan barrels equals fast rockets. Crowdsourcing. Always a good choice. And this one I think has, yeah. This is all Hyperion parts aside from the Bandit barrel. Triple barrel. Tease. Oh. Forget if I mentioned it before, but I don't like the madhouse all that much. I've gotten 2 different madhouses on 2 different characters out of these vending machines. One was electric and the other was standard issue non-elemental. See, if that had a twin shot accessory, then it would be the pistol version of the double tap. And it would most likely see some use. This has a cheek rest on the stock. What does that do? I forget. That's a good thing it does too, because the Bandit assault rifle stock looks painful. Torg shotgun stock looks painful. Torg stocks are good to have on shotguns, but the shape of them, the butt pad, the way it's shaped, it looks like in real life it would be pretty painful to shoot something like that. $40.8. I know I've got a Ravager, but that's not bad. It's pretty good. It's only too bad it doesn't have an orc sword attached to it. Has a Torg reflex sight.
If you got the money, I'll save your gold darn life. Next time you're bleeding to death.
Wouldn't mind having a matching set of blue Torgs. It's incredible how much great stuff you can end up with from if you farm the dust long enough. You can get Hey. It's a twin shot, has a scope. If I didn't already have what I have. Be fun to go rip some droids up with this. TDR grip on a dull repeater machine pistol. It takes an already fast reload speed, it speeds it up quickly fast. Hyperion scope, I do believe, judging by the shape. Tease. Well, look, it was one off. Still interested in a belt-fed LMG that's actually good. Oh, this doesn't happen very often. 2 purples within minutes of each other. Good accuracy on that. It's only too bad it has a scope. Let's at least get a look at it. What does that thing do? I forget. See, doesn't that look painful? Torque stuck. That too. Bandit stock. Can I get a blue label room cleaner with an orc sword attached to it? No optical attachments. And parted in such a way that it has an accuracy rating above 20. Or at least 20. 20 or above. Room cleaner or overkill. A slicing overkill. Level 24. I bet this will have a lot of recoil. Yep. Love how that Mallow on sight switches on. Two fighters in a row. Two different ones. Purulent Prowler. Cheese. Can always use the rid though.
Almost dead? I can fix that. See you real soon, I'm sure. Never doing that again. I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon enough. Haven't found anything good? My weapon machines will fix that for you.
Imagine if these were a matching pair. How much fun it would be to zerk with them.
Always happy to do business with a vault hunter. Farewell, friend. It's a fine day, full of opportunity. Tell your friends, Marcus Munitions. You're an organ donor. Set out.
Oh, more interested in tactician.
It may take some serious convincing to get Claptrap to hit 1,000 cuts.
Let's see.
You need to hear about the Vault Hunter!
Let's just get this out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead adventurers.
This is a perfect hybrid. Vlad. Topped off with what looks like, is that a Jacob's scope? But I will go ahead and sell this one because I'm tired of them having such low magazine capacity. 22 rounds? Why not just make it at least 24? It fires in a 4-round burst anyway. Make it a multiple of 4. That's a good matching pair. Green Torgs.
Come back anytime.
Oh,
The resistance can't last.
I wonder what it's like.
something interesting? Anything at all, green or bitter? Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever gotten an E-Tech gun out of a vending machine. I mean, not vending machine. Slut machine. Yes, slut machine. But only the ones in here. That was a Blue Label belt-fed LMG built from those same parts. I could get some use out of it.
Please insert any donated organs into the receptacle below.
I will go ahead and sell this. And that, of course. Could sell this. I'm only keeping it because it has an orc sword attached to it.
Next time you're bleeding to death, just think.
What was here? I forget.
You can
Oh, yeah.
always trust the gun at your side.
And they say Prometheus bad.
Do you think Promethea will be a location in Borderlands 3? They mention it a lot. Also in Secret Armory of General Knox. I will give these to my shock trooper, Axton. He's not just a shock trooper, he's a Malawan-focused shock trooper. And I'll figure out what else I want to do later. Meant to press Q. Oh well. See you next mission.